Hey y'all, it's Jamie. Welcome to Cottage Hodgepodge, my little corner of the thrifting, reselling, crafting world. Today's video is all the items I sold in July, which is a very short list, as well as the first week of August. And the reason that July is such a short list is because I was out of town for most of it. So I quickly recap, I started my store in very end of May of this year and started selling things in June, which surprised me because normally it takes a while to actually get some sales. My plan was to source some items and get them listed simply for the purpose of having everything ready for really launching my store this fall and starting my resale business again. I've been thrifting my entire life, reselling for a while. We had a booth at an antique mall that's been gone for a while now. They went out of business. And I've sold off and on eBay, and I really decided this year that I wanted to get back into it because I missed it. I love reselling. It's so much fun. Of course, sourcing is the most fun, but selling, of course, is a lot of fun too. So I started loading things in my store and actually got some sales in June. And I made a video of that. If you haven't seen it, it's available. And at the end of that video, I told you that my first sale in July was a pretty exciting one. So I will show you that now. So this is my first sale in July, Simple Chemical Experiments by Alfred Morgan. And this book was written in 1941. I sourced this at an estate sale near my house. It's got quite a few marks and age spots, for lack of a better term, including one burn mark, which I actually love because I feel like that was made when somebody was actually using this book to try some simple scientific experiments. Or simple chemical experiments, excuse me. So this book cost me right at 50 cents. I bought a whole lot of things at this estate sale, put together a big box of things, and they took $20, and I ended up with around 40 items when I got home and counted them all out. So that was about 50 cents an item. I could not find anything on this book. I couldn't find it anywhere for any price. So I took a chance and listed it high. I went ahead and put it on auction since I couldn't get comparable information. I came up with a random number of $78.80. Got a watcher almost immediately, and I think maybe had 2 watchers before the auction was over, but that's it. Not a lot of action or anything, but somebody bought it right at the end of the 7-day auction for the $78.80, and I was ecstatic. So that was my first big sell in July, which was great. The second thing that sold was also from that estate sale. This is a vintage lamb's wool sweater. The brand is McGregor, and it sold for $22.80. It was also around 50 cents for my cost of goods. And, apparently I didn't put a condition in. I don't know. That's interesting. But this was a great sell also. And I got several books, several men's clothing items. The person who had owned the home that had the estate sale had been a geophysicist for his career, so he had lots of really cool things and lots of nice clothing and cool books and lots of travel items. So I got a few of those things. The lady was telling me, the lady who, actually, I guess the family left everything behind, or maybe he didn't have family. And so this lady who was having the estate sale had bought the house to fix it up, and she was just selling the items that were left. So she was telling me about a lot of really neat things that they had that I didn't get to see because they were already sold before I got there. Next up is this vintage Fire King cup and saucer. This is the, I had two of these and this was the second one that sold, so I don't have these anymore. But I love this pattern. It's a sweet little daisy pattern. And I'm actually a big fan of these Fire King cup and saucers. And the other pieces of the Fire King dinnerware, the little luncheon plates and things, they're not nearly as popular as Pyrex, but I've always really liked them. I love milk glass though, so that might have something to do with that. This one sold for $9.80 for one cup and saucer. Next up is this Hot Topic dress. I thought this would probably sell pretty quickly when I bought it. I got it at our favorite little thrift store near here that has 45 cent everything, all clothing items on Tuesdays. So I generally go through there on Tuesdays and pick up a bunch of items. And this was from Hot Topic, which is a store that my kids love. And it's a keys and skulls and little heart lockets. It's got this lace detail and it's a great cut. The skater style kind of with the full skirt. It was a size medium, and this was only listed for a couple days before it sold. I took an offer. I think I had it listed for $28.80 and accepted an offer of $26 when they sent it to me. Next is this Town & Country Cinderella 4-piece Pyrex set. This was a beautiful set. There's a few marks on a couple of the smaller bowls. Let's see if I can get, oops. You can kind of see some scratches here on the brown bowl and then some tool marks inside the largest bowl. But in general, this was a really beautiful set. I got a bunch of watchers on this, a few offers. Several people offered me, I don't remember actually, but I know that there were several offers that I didn't accept, and I think I had a couple offers for $60 that I didn't accept at first, but finally did accept one offer for $60. I just really loved this set and kind of thought it should go for a bit more, but it is what it is. I'm glad it sold and will go to somebody who will enjoy using it. Next is this Zumba Mesh tank top, Dance's Joy. This one also had a bunch of watchers, and I sent a few offers on it, and nobody ever took me up until this one finally did, and I sold it for $10. I got it also at the 45-cent day at the thrift store. And last, for the end of July, or all of July and the first week of August, was this Francesca's coral dress. It's coral background with white lace on top, but kind of off-white. Skater style dress, size small, and it sold for $18 on best offer. So that is my list of items. Oops, I shouldn't have scrolled down. That's my list of items that sold for July and the first week of August. I'll be back next time with the second week of August. Thanks so much.